ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सगण ललिता शिविशाखान्वितंश्च ये कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांद राधा कांद नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं योऽन्ध प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसूक्तां तञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नाम् अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणां नमो भगवते वृषाय तुभ्यं जयदं सुरदो पंगोर्मम मंदमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पादाम्बुजो राधामदनमोहनो तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहृदावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपं परमानंद पाठाय प्रेम वर्षीयक्षराय दे सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तुमे गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत्। So welcome all the devotees for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, third chapter, text number 12 onwards. Okay, so 1 second. तथा सप्तम आकूत्यं रुचेर्यज्ञोऽभ्यजायत स यमाद्यै सुरगणैर् आपत्स्वयं भुवानान्तरम् तथा सप्तम आकूत्यं रुचेर्यज्ञोऽभ्यजायत स यमाद्यै सुरगणैर् अपात्स्वयं भुवान्तरम्। हरि बोल। Uma, can you please?
तथा सप्तम आकूत्या रुचेर्यज्ञोऽभिजायत स यामाद्यै सुरगणैः अपात्स्वायं भुवान्तरम्।
One second. Where is it? It's gone. The whole setting is gone. Okay. Translation, Kapil Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. The seventh incarnation was Yajna, the son of Prajapati Rusi and his wife Akuti. He controlled the period during the change of the Swayambhuva Manu and was assisted by demigods such as his son Yama.
Very good. Okay, the seventh incarnation was Yajna. You can see the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji, but
Prabhuji.
smaller
Yes,
one. I think
yes,
the
Prabhuji.
format
Smaller,
got
yes.
changed.
The seventh incarnation was Yajna, the son of Prajapati Ruchi and his wife, Akuti. He controlled the period during the change of the Swayambhu Manu and was assisted by demigods such as his son Yama. So now we have covered 6 incarnations so far. So in this chapter, Sudha Goswami is giving details of how many incarnations? Last time I told.
Prabhuji, 22.
Yes, 22 incarnations. So this is the answer to the questions raised by whom? Was 6 questions to Sudha Goswami. The sages headed by whom? Where it is happening? Where this conversation is happening? For what? Parag Prabhu, you are in the office?
Prabhuji, at the bank of Ganga, bank of river Ganga.
Yeah. Where exactly? What is the place name?
Naimisaranya.
Yeah, Naimisharanya.
Naimisaranya. Yeah,
So
Naimisaranya.
questions are asked by the sages headed by Shaunaka Rishi.
Okay.
Okay. To whom? To Sudha Goswami. So they asked basically 6 questions. Anyone remember which are the 6 questions? Kapil Prabhu, you must have noted it down.
Yeah, Prabhuji, 6 questions. First is the ultimate.
What is the
good for-
ultimate good for human?
Yeah, for a human. Then
Second one,
essence of
all the
scripture.
scriptures.
And why Lord appear as son of
Devaki and Vasudeva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Fourth,
explain about Purusa Avatar.
yeah. Then,
And explain about Leela Avatar.
yes. So the answer to that, the 5th question is given in this chapter. Leela Avatar. Okay. So basically, 22 avatars, there are billions and billions of avatars. We can't count. Because in this material, there's not one universe, there are billions and trillions of universes coming and going, just like bubbles are coming and going. When you go to the seashore, you can see the bubbles coming and going. Like that, billions and billions of avatars are coming going. But some important, just for our understanding, which are relevant to us in this age of Kali, just to make us understand, God is Ananta, unlimited. Sudha Goswami is just giving a glimpse, or just a glimpse of the jhalak of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just a glimpse. So now here he has given about 22 incarnations. So we already covered briefly 6 incarnations. This is the 7th incarnation. So in what is the day of Brahma called?
It's one yoga, Prabhuji.
No.
Kalpa, Prabhu, Kalpa.
Kalpa, yes, Kalpa.
Acha, Kalpa.
So one Kalpa. Okay. So in the Kalpa, the first Manu is Swayambhu Manu. Swayambhu means what? Self-born. Swayambhu. Now we have seen in the temple, deities, Swayambhu. Swayambhu, we know that? The deities in some temples, Swayambhu, self-manifested. Okay. So Swayambhu Manu is manifested from Lord Brahma without any consort, without any female part. From whom all the Manushya, Manavas comes. Okay. So, 7th incarnation was Yajna, the son of Prajapati Ruchi and his wife Akuti. He controlled the period during the change of the Swayambhuva Manu and was assisted by demigods such as his son Yama. So the administrative posts occupied by the demigods for maintaining the regulations of the material world are offered to the highly elevated pious living beings. So in a corporate structure, okay, there is an owner, proprietor, and he appoints various department heads handling different affairs, right? Similarly, in the world also, material world also, to manage the universal affairs, the owner of the universe, that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appoints his own confidential associates or parts and parcel, exalted, who all are very exalted, to manage these universal affairs. So that is offered to highly elevated pious living beings, highly elevated, not ordinary people. So the post or the position of the CEO or general manager, managing director are given to highly educated and experienced people, right? Similarly, to manage the universal affairs also is given to highly elevated pious living beings. When there is a scarcity of such pious living beings, the Lord incarnates himself as Brahma. For example, the owner doesn't find a suitable person to occupy the highest office, CEO. He becomes himself the CEO of the company. Similarly, there are times when Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, doesn't get a very exalted person to occupy the post of such offices. So that time what he does, he takes that position. Lord himself takes that position. So this is one of such posts. This is one of such posts where he did not find a suitable candidate. So that's what it is mentioned here. When there is a scarcity of such pious living being, Lord incarnates himself as Brahma, Prajapati, Indra. So this time, this Yajna, the incarnation, 7th incarnation, Yajna is the Lord himself, who took the role of Indra in this material world. Okay? Who took the role of Indra. During the period of Swayambhu Manu, the present period is Vaivasudha, which is Manu that is ruling now, Vaivasudha Manu. First one is, in this particular Kalpa, the first Manu is Swayambhuva Manu. Okay. Then just prior to this, Vaivasudha Manu was Chakshusha Manu. So in this, during the period of Swayambhuva Manu, the present period is of Vaivasudha Manu. There was no suitable living being who could occupy the post of Indra, the king of the Indraloka heaven planet. So Indra, is it a person or a post or position?
Position, Prabhuji.
It is a post.
Position. Yeah, post.
Yeah, post or position. So just like general manager. Okay, is it a post or is a person or a post?
Post, Prabhuji.
Post. So general manager can be Kapil Prabhu or Parag Prabhu or somebody else. Keep changing. It's a post. Similarly, Indra is a post. Indra is not a person. So who occupied this post? Indra's post in the heaven? 7th incarnation, Yajna. The Lord himself at that time became Indra. The Lord expanded as Yajna, as an incarnation, and took the responsibility of the Indraloka. So the person who takes charge of the Indraloka is called Indra, assisted by his own sons like Yama and other demigods. So he was assisted by different demigods and his own son by name Yama. Lord Yajna ruled the administration of the universal affairs. That's why Yajna is also a Yuga Avatara. This happened, I think, in Satyoga, I think. Yeah. Okay, so Yajna is also a Yuga Avatara. Okay. It is said that Yajna, he appeared in the red complexion. Okay. Because Gargamuni, after Krishna's birth, Gargamuni was called to see the horoscope of Krishna. So that time he says, this same boy, same child has appeared in the earlier yugas as in red color, okay, in yellow color, in white color. Now he has appeared as black. So Yajna was red color. And Hansa, that's also incarnation of Supreme Lord, was in white color. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in yellow color. And Lord Krishna in black color, dark color. Okay, so this is the Yajna, that is the seventh incarnation. 13. So any questions or any doubts in that?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I was just recalling the sixth avatar was Dattatreya, right? I forget
Yeah.
actually to write.
Dattatreya.
So just writing. Okay, Prabhuji.
So any other questions?
Prabhuji, please can you repeat all these avatara? That
You-
Swayambhu,
that-
Manu, then
that is-
other
that-
all.
That's a homework for you.
No.
Read this chapter, at least translations. 22 avatars given. Okay, so it's a homework for you for next class. You have to give list the 22 avatars. So from the first avatara, the Sanat Kumara, 4 Kumaras. Okay, then Varaha, then Narada. Like that, you go through. I think 37, around 36 or 37 verses. If you read the translation, you will get the name. So it's homework for you. Okay. Okay, number 13. Ashtame meru devyam to nabherjata burukramam darshayan vartmadhiranam sarvashrama namaskritam. Ashtame meru devyam to nabherjata burukramam darshayan vartmadharanam sarvashrama namaskritam. Okay, Trivani Mataji. Please, it's not there. Vandana Mataji, can you please?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ashtame merudevyam to navirjat urukkama darsayan vartama dhiranam sarvashramanam namaskritam.
Okay, Haribol, the translation and Kapil Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. The eighth incarnation was King Rishabha, son of King Nabhi, and his wife Meru Devi. In this incarnation, the Lord showed the path of perfection, which is followed by those who have fully controlled their senses and who are honored by all orders of life.
Okay. The eighth incarnation was King Rishabha, son of King Nabhi, and his wife Meru Devi. In this incarnation, the Lord showed the path of perfection, which is followed by those who have fully controlled their senses and who are honored by all orders of life. So the eighth incarnation, Rishabha Dev, is also Lord's incarnation. So what example is set for others? Control of senses. He's controlled his senses. He was not allured by any of his senses, sense gratificatory activities. He did not indulge in. So he showed the path of perfection. So who are the sons of Rishabha? Can you name one son? There are 100 sons. Okay, there is a religion that is there, that is coming from Rishabha, following the principles of Rishabha.
Jain, Prabhuji.
Jain, yes, it's Jain. Okay, so they
Bharat,
follow.
Prabhuji, Bharat is one of the.
What is that, Kapil Prabhu?
You says 100 sons, no? One of the name.
Bharat.
So Bharat is
Yes, King Bharata.
yeah, King Bharat. Yeah.
King Bharata is the foremost son of, and that King Bharata, we know the story of becoming a deer. Then he becomes a Jada Bharata. Okay. So the same Bharata. So that's King Rishabhadev. Okay. So in this incarnation, the Lord showed the path of perfection, which is followed by those who have fully controlled their senses and who are honored by all orders of life. Society of human beings is naturally divided into 8 by orders and status of life. The 4 divisions of occupation and 4 divisions of cultural advancement. What is this called? 4 divisions of cultural advancement or 4 divisions of occupation. What is it called? 8 orders of statuses of life.
Varnashrama.
Varnashrama dharma, yes. For social orders or for spiritual orders. Okay. What is social, which are the social orders?
Yeah, Brahmana,
Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Spiritual orders, Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. And the student life. Okay. The intelligent class, the administrative class, the productive class, and the labor class are the 4 divisions of occupation, and the student life, the householder's life, retired life, and renounced order are the 4 stages of cultural advancement towards the path of spiritual realization. Out of this, the renounced order of life or the order of sannyasa is considered the highest of all. So out of the spiritual order, sannyasa is on the top. So sannyasi is constitutionally the spiritual master for all the orders of and divisions. In the sannyasa order also, there are 4 stages of upliftment toward perfection. In the sannyasa, they are further categorized into 4 categories. So they are called Kutichaka, Bahudaka, Parivrajaka, and Paramahamsa. Different stages. The Paramahamsa stage is like of life is the highest stage of perfection. That's why many people are called Paramahamsa. So they're all Paramahamsa means they are the highest in the sannyasa level. Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parvajaka Ashtottara Sada Sri Sima Sri Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Maharaj ki Jai. Okay, Paramahamsa. When we say the Pramadhvini, Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Ashtottara Sada Sri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Maharaj ki Jai. So that Paramahamsa. What is that Paramahamsa? You know. So what is Hamsa? What is Hamsa means? What is Hamsa? Which bird?
Swan.
Swan. What is the specialty of swan? What is the specialty?
Actually, हंस प्रभु जी केवल जो बहुत ही ज्यादा चूजेबल होता है मोती ही चूज करेगा लाइफ से.
Yeah,
And he will Prabhuji, he will select a very particular thing only. Swan.
Now suppose water and milk are mixed. He can extract only milk from that and leave the water. The swan can do that. Okay. So that means when we are in a society, we will see, we will hear, we will experience so many good and bad things. What we should do? We should take only that is good. We should leave the bad. When we go for any spiritual classes, there are in and around you will find so many, sometimes the management is not good, sometimes the prasadam is not good, sometimes people are not cooperative, sometimes this arrangement is not good, that but we are not seeing for that external. We are going there to get some spiritual knowledge. So focus on that. Take that whatever is good and forget about the other part, which are not very favorable. That is what we should do. But instead of taking the essence of the class, we'll start complaining the arrangement of the management is totally gone. Seating arrangement was not good. The mic system was not good. People were shouting. The prasadam was hopeless. We will not talk about the class. What did you get from the class? So who will complain? The swan will not complain. So this sannyasis, they're not hamsa, paramahamsa. So that is why. Then Paramahamsa, the Paramahamsa stage of life is the highest stage of perfection. This order of life is respected by all others. What is Parivrajaka? Any idea? What is the meaning of Parivrajaka? One who travels, especially when somebody takes sannyasa, they will not stay in one place. They will travel and preach. They will impart this knowledge to maximum people possible by traveling into different places, without considering even their health condition. The aim is only to impart this knowledge and deliver other living beings from this material existence. They are called, they don't stay in one place. Okay, what is comfortable? To stay in one place and lead a good life. Traveling is easy. Initially, one day, 2 day, 3 day, it'll be nice because you get to see places. Those who are interested, sightseeing, oh, nice, I will go here. But after a few days, will get tough. But here, they are not going for sightseeing. Prabhupada did not go to New York for sightseeing at the age of 70. Did he go there for sightseeing? At that advanced age of 70, with all problems, on board Jaladuta, 2 heart attacks, no money, no relatives, no supporters. Where did he go? Even at the cost of his health and life, he went to impart this knowledge for their benefit. So this is called Parivrajaka, travel and preach. Whoever takes sannyasa, they will not stay in one place. They will not indulge in many other things. Their only goal is to spread this and deliver fallen souls like us from this material existence. So that is Prabhupada. Okay. So this order of life is respected by all others. Maharaja Rishabha, the son of King Nabhi, and Meru Devi was an incarnation of the Lord, and he instructed his sons to follow the path of perfection by tapasya. Tapasya means what? What's the equivalent in English? Tapasya?
Penance.
What is that?
Penance.
Austerity.
Austerity.
Okay. Penance, when we do penance, what is penance means? Prayashchita. Penance means prayashchita.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What is prayashchita? Means when we do something bad, unknowingly, some sinful activities, just to nullify that. We go to Kashi, we go to Gaya, we go to Ganga, take bath. So it's a sort of penance for mitigating the sinful activities. Penance, prayashchita. Okay. What is paschatapa? Regret. Repentance. Okay. We regret, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Repent. Then to offset that, we go and do penance. That's also an austerity. But tapasya is austerity. Okay. So which sanctifies one's existence and enables one to attain the stage of spiritual happiness, which is eternal and ever increasing. Anandambudhi vardhanam. Okay. It's eternal and ever increasing. Every living being is searching after happiness, but no one knows where the eternal and unlimited happiness is obtainable. In this material world, every one of us are after happiness, but unfortunately, we are searching the happiness where it is not available. Okay. Now, just for example, I am searching gold in rubbish cans, rubbish bins. Will I get gold? I should go to a gold mine to find gold. Or if I have money, I should go to a jewelry shop to buy gold. Right? So here in this material world, Lord Krishna is very categorically told that this is Dukkhalayam Ashashwadam. Right? It is Dukkhalayam. It is a world full of miseries and temporary. So how can you find happiness here? You may think that you are happy. You may think you are happy, but we are not happy. This place is designed like that. Why it is designed like that? It's the God's plan that we don't, if we are very happy here, we will not think of going back home. We'll stay here permanently. Okay? So we try to enjoy the senses. So after enjoying the senses, immediately some tribulations, some difficulties, okay, some unhappiness comes. Okay, we like rasgulla so much. I ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, unlimited. I am enjoying. But next day morning, what happens? Stomach problem. We try to enjoy the senses, immediately there is some difficulties we have to face. So we think that we are happy. We are not happy at all. So by engaging in sense gratification, we think that we'll become very happy. But the happiness doesn't come at all. The happiness followed by miseries. Immediately followed by miseries. And it is temporary. That's why it is called temporary. Shashwata. So in the spiritual world, there is no duality, no dvanda, no happiness, no sorrow, only happiness. That's why it is said Anandambudhi Vardhanam. There is no sorrow, no dvandam there, no duality, only happiness. Here it is, happiness is there for some time, immediately there is unhappiness. There is pain, there is pleasure. There is good, there is bad. There is victory, there is failure. That this is material world, but in spiritual world it's not there. So foolish men seek after material sense and pleasure as a substitute for real happiness. But such foolish men forget that temporary so-called happiness derived from sense pleasures is also enjoyed by the dogs and hogs. So what's the difference? This temporary happiness, if we throw a bone to a dog, he's very happy. He'll as a what you call as a token of happiness, he will bark to express his happiness. If you throw some bones to the dog, he will express his happiness by barking, isn't it? So dog is also happy. We are also happy. But then Prabhupada says these are foolish men. Why we are foolish? We are just enjoying what the animals are also enjoying. What's different? So what's the big deal? There's no difference. So it is also enjoyed by dogs and hogs. So what is that distinction that we have as human beings compared to other living beings, especially animals? No animal, bird or beast is bereft of this sense pleasure. Everybody is getting the sense pleasure, temporary sense pleasure. Everybody, irrespective of what body they have. Be them animals or human beings or birds or aquatics, whoever it is. In every species of life, including the human form of life, such happiness is immensely obtainable. Sense gratification, immensely. The human form of life, however, is not meant for attaining eternal and unlimited happiness by spiritual realization. So if you want permanent, unlimited, ever-increasing happiness, what we should do? There are two types of prayas and shreyas activities. Prayas means sense gratification, enjoying the sense. Shreyas means spiritual activities for eternal happiness. So we should select which one? Shreyas. So that is, oh God. So there is some problem I told you, the scroll. I don't know what happens. Sometimes it goes up. Now it's not working.
So laptop is having problem, Prabhuji.
Yeah, no, this since few days. I called the technician also, but then he repaired. Still happening the same thing. I don't know what is the reason. Some setting issue or. Kapil Prabhu, just try to find out what would be the reason for this. Look, it's going up again.
Screen, huh? Screen.
Yeah, screen. The mouse, the arrow key, the touchpad, everything is. So far it was working. Sometimes it's. 13, no? We were reading 13 or 14?
13, Prabhuji.
14. Hope it will stay for some time. Oh, God. Okay, let me take it in the mobile. See. 13. Okay, I cannot share this. I'm reading from my mobile now. Okay. One second, let me try. Okay, I'll read from this. So, where we have reached? Tapasya. Okay. Foolish men seek after material sense pleasure as a substitute for real happiness. But such foolish men, I will stop sharing. There's no use. Such foolish men forget that temporary so-called happiness derived from sense pleasures is also enjoyed by dogs and hogs. No animal, bird, or beast is bereft of this sense pleasure. In every species of life, including the human form of life, such happiness is immensely obtainable. The human form of life, however, is not meant for such cheap happiness. The human life is meant for self-realization and not for sense gratification. But unfortunately, we're all doing the same thing. Okay. This spiritual realization is obtained by tapasya or undergoing voluntarily the path of penance and abstinence from material pleasure. Those who have been trained for abstinence in material pleasures are called dhira, or men undisturbed by senses. Only these dhiras can accept the orders of sannyasa, and they can gradually rise to the status of paramahamsa. So who can accept dhira? Dhira means sober person who understands that this material existence is not meant for us, is full of miseries, is temporary, and we have to undergo the vicious cycle of birth and death. So those sober people who understand this fact will take to renounce order of life, or at least not necessary to take renounce order of life. Even in staying in grihastha ashrama or any ashrama, they can perform devotional service and attain the supreme abode. So King Rishabha propagated this mission, and at the last stage, he became completely aloof from the material bodily needs, which is a rare stage not to be imitated by foolish men, but to be worshipped by all. So we should not imitate. We should not imitate King Rishabhadeva. Why? Because we are not in a position to do whatever he does. He's on that platform. That's why Prabhupada is telling, here indirectly, whoever imitates him, these communities, they are imitating him. Whatever Rishabhadeva has done, they are imitating because they are not on the level. So many people cannot do that. Maybe some few very exceptional cases may be there who can do, but general public cannot do. That's why we should set a regulative system. Regulations can be applied, but not imitating. The instructions should be followed. Okay. Anukaran and Anusharan. Which is required here? Not Anukaran, Anusaran. So we'll take one more sloka and then stop. 14. Rishibhiryachito bheje navanam parthivam vapu dugdhe mam poshadhir vipras tenayam sa usattama Rishibhiryachito bheje navamam parthivam vapu durdhe man poshadhir oshadhir vipras tenayam sa usattama. So since it's not shared, I'll read the translation also. O Brahmanas, in the 9th incarnation, the Lord prayed for by sages accepted the body of a king, Prithu, who cultivated the land to yield various produce. And for that reason, the earth was beautiful and attractive. So the 9th incarnation is Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj, we know Prithu Maharaj's story. There was a king called Anga. He was a very, very atrocious king. He was not spiritual, and he used to stop all the yajnas conducted by Brahmanas. He used to kill the Brahmanas, spoil the yajnas. Okay, he was a Nasik, and he was not at all encouraging yajnas, and he was killing and plundering and all these things. So the Brahmana was what to do? There is no proper king. Not Anga, sorry. Anga was a great king. His son Vena. I'm sorry. Anga wanted a son, and Vena happened to be a very atrocious king, killing the Brahmanas, spoiling the yajnas and all. So the Brahmanas wanted a good king. Then they thought that he should not be anymore our king because he's not, and because of which Vena's these atrocious activities, the earth also stopped producing products, grains and other things. So no rain, no grain, they're all in difficulties. So the Brahmanas, killed them with Vedic mantras. And they churned his body, Vena's body. Okay. After churning, Prithu Maharaj came. That Prithu Maharaj is the incarnation of Lord. So this is the 9th incarnation. Okay, so that's why it is mentioned here. Before the advent of King Prithu, there was great havoc of maladministration due to the vicious life of the previous king, the father of Maharaj Prithu. The intelligent class of men, namely the sages and the Brahmanas, not only prayed for the Lord to come down, but also dethroned the previous king, that is Vana. Okay, very, very cruel. It is the duty of the king to be pious and thus look after the all around welfare of the citizens. So if the king is not good, it's the Brahmana's duty or the Praja's duty to dethrone him and install a good king. So that's what the Brahmana did. It is the duty of the king to be pious and thus look after all around welfare of the citizen. Whenever there is some intelligence on the part of the king in discharging his duty, the intelligent class of men must dethrone him. So who is to be blamed, especially in the present time? The people who elect. So we should be intelligent enough to elect a able leader, pious leader. But unfortunately, the people are electing such kings. That's why we have to suffer. The intelligent class of men, however, do not occupy the royal throne because they have much more important duties for the welfare of the public. Instead of occupying the royal throne, they prayed for the incarnation of the Lord, and the Lord came as Maharaja Prithu when they prayed. The real intelligent men or qualified Brahmanas never aspire for political posts. The Brahmanas are the class of people who give advices. They don't rule. They do not do administration. Administration is done by Kshatriyas. The advisory class is Brahmanas. Okay. So although Kshatriyas are the rulers, the superior class being the Brahmanas, they are on the higher. They are the people who advise, instruct them. This is good, this is bad. We should do this, we should not do that. So Maharaja Prithu excavated many products from the earth, and thus not only did the citizen become happy to have such a good king, but the complete sight of the earth also became beautiful and attractive. So in his regime, Maharaja Prithu, the earth started giving all the products, grains and enough rain, everything was in abundance. The nature was also very happy because he was a very, very pious king, because it was Lord himself incarnated as Prithu. Prithu is a Shakti Avaisha avatar. So next is 15 we'll take next week. So can you please mark 15?
15, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Let me try to see again here now. Is it working? Yeah. It's not working. So please mark Prabhuji 15. So we started from which sloka?
I think 12 or maybe
12. Yeah, 12, 13, 14. 3 slokas here. Okay. So Vancha Kalpatarubhircha Kripa Sindhu Bhavacha Padidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. आनंद कोटि वैष्णव की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की। I go Premanande.
Hari Hari.